Whether it's the 39th time or the first time that you've come to Daytona, whether you're one of those camped in the infield, whether you're one of those lucky enough to have a seat in the grandstand.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And with that command, the field of 42 will roll the line on Central, ladies and gentlemen. $4.3 million over round as the best stock market. 500 miles here at the World Center of Racing. 7 former Daytona 500 winners in the field, including 3 drivers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your starting order for the 1997 Daytona 500. On the pole, the upset-minded freshman, Mike Skinner, number 31, and alongside, from Alabama, Steve Grissom. In row 2, it's Dale and Dale, Jarrett and Earnhardt. Row 3, winner of this race in 91, Ernie Irvan and Jeff Gordon. Row 4 is Jimmy Spencer and the 85-87 Daytona 500 champion, Bill Elliott. Row 5 is Sterling Marlin and Ken Schrader. For row 6, it's Mark Martin and Michael Waltrip. Row 7 is Ricky Rudd and Rusty Wallace. Row 8, Bobby Labonte and Johnny Benson Jr. Row 9 is Ward Burton and the defending Winston Cup champion Terry Labonte. In row 10, Robert Presley and Robbie Gordon. Row 11 is Jeremy Mayfield and the 89 winner, Darrell Waltrip. Row 12, Jeff Burton, and making his 30th start, Dave Marcus. Row 13 is Jeff Bodine, the 86 Daytona 500 winner, and Wally Dallenbach Jr. Row 14 is Dick Trickle and Hut Strickland. Row 15, Derek Culp and Kyle Petty. In row 16, Bobby Hillen Jr. and John Andretti. The 17th row, Loy Allen Jr. and Greg Sachs. The 18th row, Lake Speed and Kenny Wallace. Row 19 is Brett Bodine and Joe Nemechek. The 20th row, Bobby Hamilton and Ricky Craven. And out back, it's Ted Musgrave and Morgan Shepherd for the 97 Daytona 500. And among those who failed to qualify, some very big names, Ned.
Yeah, it's always sad to see anyone have to go home, especially from a big race like this, but regulars like David Green, who is running for Rookie of the Year, Chad Little, Rick Mast, who has been a mainstay in this sport for a long time, Larry Pearson, Mike Wallace, Stanridge. It's sad to see them have to go home, but the field will only hold so many.
Phil Barkdahl withdrew, and Joe Nemechek has taken his position. Felix Abetis buying into the field. Pace car ready to drop off. Darrell Waltrip has said, all of our emphasis, everything we do, is dedicated to winning the Daytona 500. For turn 3, first lap, and the rookie Mike Skinner is on the point.
Dale Jarrett got a very bad start there. He dropped back. You can see he's not even in the picture as we look at the front cars there. He dropped all the way back to 6th spot. He did not get off the line very well then.
Those Chevrolets up front really got off to a good start. Mike Skinner and Steve Grissom.
Earnhardt poised on the outside, and look at him, 3 wide here. Gordon slinging down to the inside as you ride with Dale Jarrett at 190 miles per hour into turn 1.
And Earnhardt has already taken the lead away from his teammate Mike Skinner. Wow, did they go by there in a hurry. His engine, I don't believe that's going to affect it that much, buddy, down on that area. If it was up on that opening up above there, that might be more of a problem for it.
Well, one thing he'll do, Dale Earnhardt watches the gauges very closely, so if it is a problem...
Oh, there's trouble.
Oh, what
out of control all the way up and over is the number 29.
Robert Presley.
Around goes Presley, and he picks it up.
I don't think I've ever seen a car go up in the air, completely turn over and land back on the wheels and never touch any part of the sheet metal of that car.
Wow, that had to be a
Robert Presley in an Oh My Heart ride. Boy, you got to see that one again. Is out after the ride of his life. Let's take a look at what happened to this Asheville, North Carolina racer. Gets turned right in here.
several cars that Terry Labonte and he were right close together, and then he came and look how high it goes in the air, makes a spin, sits back down on all four, but rest assured it did a lot of damage to the undercarriage of that race car. Took Scooby-Doo for a ride, didn't he?
I'm telling you.
Another view.
You can see him in trouble here. You see the back come up in the air. It hits right on the nose there, but look when it comes down. Watch the back of the car. That is a severe lick. I guarantee it bent everything under the undercarriage there.
Good thing he landed on the pavement, not on the grass. And he still hit the right Saint.
Well, that's a tough break. Robert Presley in a new ride this year.
We're back with you at Daytona. Just going under caution. Derek Cope's car getting collected, but it was not the first. I think Jimmy Spencer got some damage in this one. This has just happened a moment ago. Oh, Jeff Bodine once again, number 7. He got hammered in the 125s by Dal McCart. There's Jimmy Spencer's number 23.
Has damage to the right front on his car.
Nose punched in on Jimmy Spencer's car.
Well, there's Spencer in 4th place. Michael Waltrip behind him, and Spencer gets into the wall. You can see him hit it there on the outside.
That's exactly what we were talking about, that arrow push off the corner. Spencer tried to turn the car. He went right into the wall, and you see a chain reaction happening behind him.
And behind him, getting on the binders, there's Derek Cope spinning. Collects a car, and at 180 miles an hour, I think he got Bill Elliott, huh? Can't be. No, Elliott's down below him. There's another car down here in the grass.
Well, the other car down the grass was Jeff Bodine that spun down through there.
The 7 car?
Yeah.
QVC car from Sterling Marlin.
You can see it happening behind him. And once Spencer got into the wall, everybody started checking up, and then other cars started hitting them. It just happened so quick that you don't have time to get on the brakes as close as those cars are running together.
Watch this on the 23, Sterling Marlin coming in. Oh, man. Took out his Jackman. Getting back to a restart in less than a lap. Take a look at this again. Jackman, Wayne Jenks. What'd you call him, buddy? Lucky Jenks?
He's got to be.
Looking a little further back of the field, you have Sterling Marlin 7th, Grissom up to 8th. Here comes Earnhardt. Chasing Dale Jarrett again. Dale and Dale added another time.
If Dale Earnhardt waits to the straightaway to pass Dale Jarrett, he's going to be sadly mistaken. You see him now as they started.
Oh, there you see Schrader in trouble, and Grissom. Turn 3. Grissom in the number 41, outside of the front row. And Kenny Schrader's number 33, both off the track. Caution is out. 3rd one of the afternoon. 3rd caution.
A lot of close racing back in the back of the pack. See Mike Skinner pull out behind Schrader, the green car, and there's Grissom, the white car, right in front, and they all go all the way to the inside, Schrader and Grissom, and they touch down there and then shoot back across the racetrack, almost getting the car number 31 of Skinner as it came back, both of them hitting the outside wall, spinning around. You see Ricky Rudd in the orange car coming up behind them there, and Jeff Burton also. They slow down and get on by.
Don't like the way that Grissom slapped that wall driver's side. Look again here.
It's like Grissom
right there
does not realize the 33's down there, and he pulled down to the inside, and they made contact, and they're along for the ride after they turn around backwards there.
Boy, that looked like Donnie and Cale back in '79. Another look.
Well, here it is. Schrader gets way down on the grass trying to move on the inside of Steve Grissom.
Well, Grissom was low, and Schrader tried to go down there, but once he got the left side tires down in the grass there, it turned him, and you're right. It's the same thing that happened to Cale and Donnie on the back straight. And Mark Martin, leading the race, he took that high line there and cut him off just a little bit. You can do that. Gordon goes high, though.
He goes very high, and he's going to lose 3 positions. Wow, he almost bought the farm there.
Elliott comes up to 3rd. Jarrett comes into 4th. Irvin to 5th. They say it's a flat tire. They say they have a tire. Going down on number 24. Limping around. Gordon trying to get it onto pit road. Left rear tire on number 24 may be the culprit.
Wow, that is a tough break for Jeff Gordon. Let's see. He comes off the 4th turn and does indeed head for pit road.
111 of 200 laps now complete. Gordon in trouble on pit road.
It'll be very hard not to lose a lap, as pit road speed is 65 miles an hour. Let's go to the pits and Mike Joy.
They're saying it's the right rear tire. No. Andy Papathanassiou gives a thumbs up. He says, no, it's not the right rear. They're going to change both right sides.
For more on the Gordon story, let's go to Mike Joy.
Jeff Gordon's tire was not flat, but it was cut. There is the imprint made by a piece of debris. He was losing air pressure and wisely made the call to come in.
Ed Jarrett, Ken Squire topside, Dick Berggren, Ralph Sheheen, Mike Joy down there covering the pit action of the 39th annual Daytona 500.
Boy, that camera was working great then. Oh, trouble.
Trouble
That
big
is
time.
Greg Sachs. We were just talking about him. Oh, man, what a tough break. Oh. Bangs it hard into the wall. Both ends of it goes in. Caution
The
will be out.
99, Jeff Burton's caught in his back straightaway action. Going into turn.
And here Gordon racing to the line. He's going to get his lap back.
Coming down, here is number 24. Right back up on top of these guys to try to work his way around 30 other cars back to the lead. Number 99. Wall backstretch. Here's what happened.
Okay, everything looks good, and then all of a sudden, Greg comes out of the pack of cars there. Apparently got touched a little bit, buddy, and just sent him down to the inside.
You know, we see this happen so many times. The car is on the outside, does not realize somebody's just behind him, and starts to pull over, and they make contact, and this is the end results.
Well, that's what happened with Ricky Craven in the 125 milers the other day, and he admitted it was his mistake. He tried to slide in and didn't make it.
Well, this is inside Sterling Marlin's car, and you can see the car just shoot out there, and that was Jeff Burton's car sliding down to the inside as well. Don't believe Burton hit anything.
Another look.
Boy, those roof flaps did their job there. That 20 car of Greg Sachs tried every way in the world to get off the ground. You see them employ there as they
First time slapped the wall, 195 miles an hour. Those wins in 85 and 87, all those frustrating years for Earnhardt. So close, so many times when it should have been his, and it wasn't. And for Jeff Gordon, he's doing this for someone else.
Here goes a pass. Gordon making a move on the inside of Earnhardt. Oh, Jarrett's loose.
Down the back straightaway. Big trouble. Earnhardt out. Up and over number 3. And for the 19th time, Lady Luck deals a bad hand to Earnhardt. And here's number 88, Jarrett, back underway. Caution is out. This is in lap 188 as they come to the line. Elliott brings them across, and there's damage on the side of number 24, Gordon. Rest of the field coming up. They were on the binders, trying to get out of that dilemma up in front. Thumbs up.
Here
and
he
he's
comes.
climbing out again. Truly a remarkable American hero, stymied another time at Daytona. Walked away from another one on the super speedways. Earnhardt, let's look at what happened. Back straightaway.
Well, you can see him coming off. That's Jeff Gordon right under Earnhardt. Earnhardt gets into the outside wall, moves over in traffic there. Everybody checked up. There's contact from the car just behind him.
Dale
Jarrett got into him just a little bit. You can see Ernie Irvin there slamming into the outside wall.
And going under him. The end of another 500 for Dale Earnhardt. From inside Jarrett's car, watch these pictures.
Well, he was going to follow. He saw Gordon make the move coming off of turn 2, and those cars get close together up there, and Earnhardt gets into the wall.
You could see Earnhardt's car get sideways just before he got to the wall there. He could not control it. It got over into the wall, and it was a chain reaction from there on. Watch him come through here. Watch it turn sideways just a little bit. Bam, right into the wall there. Now everybody didn't have time to check up.
I think Ernie got into the back, and Terry got into the back of Ernie Irvin. He got the 28 car into the back of the 88. The 5 in there was a chain reaction, as you said, just backed them up. And the result, dire straits for Dale Earnhardt. The hood from the number 28 up over the fence and possibly into the Tiny Lund grandstand, we understand. At regular speed. You're in the pits. Car number 3, Earnhardt, and Dick Berggren is there.
What a pile of grit. Earnhardt is in the car. He's barking instructions to the crew. They're trying to tape the left rear fender on. It's barely hanging on. They're taping the hood on. The roll cage has been sandpaper. NASCAR apparently has declared he must have a spoiler, so they're going to now try to get the back deck on the car. There's nothing mechanical holding it on. They're going to have to tape it on. This thing is so beat up. If Earnhardt can make one lap or two, it's an absolute miracle. He's obviously okay behind the wheel. Let's go back up to Ken Squire.
He's rolled the car. It's gone all the way over, and there has been an injury in the Lund grandstand. The hood off number 28 flew up over the fence and is gone into the grandstand.
All I could do to get out of his way. There was apparently no contact between those two cars.
Okay, we're racing again.
Coming down for green. 6 laps to go as they come to the line. 6 to go. Elliott in front. Now, what about that transmission?
Bill Elliott's running that car with just a shifting lever. It's a Jericho transmission that we use on the road course, and it's not required to have a clutch.
Hendrick cars, 2nd, 3rd, and is that 4th for Craven? Look at him trying to break that draft in the back straightaway. Could happen again. Elliott in front. 5 to go when they come by. Can he stay there? Jeff Gordon has come into 2nd spot. Terry Labonte with him. And now you have those Hendricks cars, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Will they team up and try to take it away from the Ford?
Still 28 cars on the lead lap, and all of them right in this lead draft.
And the graphic was incorrect. We are now being told there are 6 laps to go. Graphic was incorrect, and there are 6 remaining now.
Whoa, look down on the flat here. Gordon's trying to get by Elliott going into turn 1.
And Elliott gives him room.
But look at
Labonte going up the outside, and here comes Craven. The Hendricks stable giving it their best for Rick Hendricks here today. In the back straightaway, Gordon out in front. Ricky Craven drops down in front of Bill Elliott. Meanwhile, up on the outside, Sterling Marlin begins to roll.
this is going to be one wild scramble right down to the end for a lot of positions back through there.
Jeremy Mayfield bringing the number 37 up another spot. It could be 1, 2, 3 for Hendrick. Craven is into third from 40th starting position. Newburgh Maines, Ricky Craven, the new guy on the team. Replacing Ken Schrader, goes up into third. Can he stay there? Elliott is ready to attack and try to take it back.
The three Hendricks cars have nailed themselves to the bottom of the racetrack, and right now it's 1, 2, 3 Hendricks cars.
Sterling Marlin in fourth. Bill Elliott back to fifth. Mayfield is in sixth. Ward Burton seventh. Martin is eighth. And Hamilton, the petty car, is in ninth.
Here comes Bill Elliott back on the inside off turn 4.
And trouble. There's trouble coming down off that banking. 1, 2, 3. Benson's car, among them as they come to the line. Caution is coming out. That could be the final lap under green. And if it is, Gordon has won with Terry Labonte second and Craven third. Dale Jarrett caught up. And there you see Kenny Wallace in that incident. Brett Bodine's number 11 is involved. And there's the number 1 of Morgan Shepherd all torn up. Now we're showing 196 complete. And there are cars scrambled all over the fourth turn area of this 2.5-mile track. Pace car has picked up the front of the field. Hendrick cars were 1 and 2 here in '89 in the Daytona 500. There's Morgan Shepherd pulling off the Daytona 500. Benson on the outside in the yellow car.
Bobby Hamilton gets into him right there, right in the center, spins him around, hits Skinner. There comes the
Joe Nemechek had absolutely nowhere to go. That's him right against the wall sliding down through there.
Dale Jarrett down on the inside with Kenny Wallace spinning around. Jarrett had got by it as far as being hit, and then gets hit again right there by Wallace. You know, just a victim of circumstances, all of them.
Right. For the second wild ride of the day with Dale Jarrett.
So he gets down off of the flat part of on the flat part of the track, then Wallace comes down and gets into him, or was knocked down into him, I should say. He didn't just drive it down there into him. Then goes up and hits the outside wall, and then Kenny's going to come back down once again and hits Jarrett.
197 now complete. Lake Speed was caught up at that in the number 9. Jarrett finally gets it woed. Another view.
You see Bobby Hamilton there. He just touches Benson right there on the left rear corner, and that sets a chain reaction off. You can see up on the top there, Joe Nemechek in the 73. Morgan Shepherd in the 1, now turned sideways, and all around them. Lake Speed's in that.
And for the second time today, Mike Skinner got out of something that you would thought he would have had no car at all. Earlier, he just missed by a fraction, and again. Kenny Wallace hit him once and got him again. Nothing Kenny could do.
He had to have a pit stop if they were going to. Their left front tire is shredded, and if they were going to get the green flag again, he was hoping that they might be able to go the rest of the way under caution. He could have probably ridden it out.
Well, Darrell Waltrip in that 25th may end under yellow. I think that's what we're coming to here. We're going to end this race under yellow. In one of the most remarkable 500s in history, there is oil on the track. And they do not run a green, white, and checker as they do in the truck races. And Rick Hendrick Stables is going to finish first, second, and third. Gordon, Labonte, and Craven, if they can keep running here just under this back door and not be seen. There they are, first and second of the Daytona 500.
Kenny is almost a lap down, fought his way back into contention, and now to win the biggest race of all Winston Cup races, the Daytona 500.
Jennifer Fry in the Washington Post wrote about the different style of these two people. The quiet one, Terry Labonte, the reserved conservative, and Jeff Gordon, the young and flashy one. Jennifer couldn't have hit it better, and they couldn't have hit it better. Look at them lining up to come across. Checkers and yellow. And Terry Labonte pulls up, and here comes the 25 car up. This reminds me of the 24 Hours of Daytona, the year the Ferraris won it. First, second, and third, and they lined up across the line. We've never seen it. One year we did. I believe the Porsches did it, but never in a stock car race. This is a first. At Daytona, Jeff Gordon has just become the youngest man ever to win the Daytona 500 at 25 years of age. What a finish for Hendrick Motorsports. Gordon first, Labonte second, Craven third. From 40th position, Ricky Craven drives to third. Riding with riding with Jeff Gordon here as he heads for victory lane. Let's go quickly to Ralph Sheheen.
Well, we're down here with Bill Elliott. Bill, quite a finish, but you had problems with the clutch. Did that cost you at the end?
Well, it kind of hurt. It really didn't cost us, you know, whenever Jeff and Terry and Ricky hooked up, I was history. I mean, I knew it. I was a sitting duck at the end, but I got to hand it to these McDonald's guys. They did a heck of a job. You know, Amoco Reese's, New Holland, Coca-Cola, all just pitched in there and really made my year come together. Super 8's on the car this day, and I'm telling you what, I'm just tickled to get through it, and we'll go to Rockingham next week.
And it could be a good year for Bill Elliott. It looks like he's back on track. Mike Joy in victory lane.
He has been here for the Pepsi 400, the Busch Clash, the Twin 125, everything you could win in a Winston Cup car. And now he's on the cell phone to Rick Hendrick. On the phone to Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Rick. And,
Can I tell Rick?
and if I can get there, we'll listen in.
Did I tell you what we're going to do it or what? I told you, man. Hey, I got to go talk to the world here, buddy. Thank you so much. We love you, and this one's for you, man. All right, thanks. Woo!
Jeff Gordon, come on out here.
Yes.
Winner of the Daytona 500, youngest driver to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Can he stand on it now?
How many Winston Cup drivers carry a cell phone in their car?
Well, they handed it to me right as I came to victory lane.
It's always a matter of winners and losers, and the hard loss today was suffered by the driver standing by with Ralph Sheheen.
Well, here he is, a 7-time champ. Dale, I can't believe we're having this conversation again. You got out of the car after flipping, and you got back in. What went through your mind through all of that?
Well, I just wanted to get back in the race and try to, you know, make laps, and we're running for a championship. Our hopes for the Daytona 500 were over there. Gordon came up under me, and the car pushed off the corner, and I got into the wall, got back into him, checked up a little bit. Somebody hit me from behind. Next thing I know, we're on the roof again. Luckily, no one else hit the car. We just sort of bounced around up on our lid a little bit and scuffed around, tore the back end up, whatever. I got an ambulance, and I looked back at the car, and I said, man, the wheels are still on that thing. I got out of the ambulance and asked the guy inside the car that was hooking it up. I said, see if it'll crank. And he cranked it up. I said, get out. Give me the car back. So I drove it back around here, and we taped it up. And it's just, it's frustrating for me, for the guys that work so hard. Everybody works so hard on the team, and getting these race cars down here, we run good and qualified good, won the qualifying race. You know, I don't know that we could have won the Daytona 500, but we were sitting there ready for a shot. And I think Gordon was a little impatient at that point, but still, you know, he went on and won the race. He's running his race, but that's the way it goes. I mean, you know, I pushed off the corner and got in the wall a little, and, you know, I could have took him out too, but I was trying to stay off him, got back, and somebody turned me from the back, and then it was all over with.
Thank you.